Hello, Carl's Gaeden Veg here. Good to see you guys, good to see you. Nice of you to join me. So it's, as the heading says, it's a plot tour today. Gonna show you what I've done. I've done quite a bit of work, which I haven't filmed, which is making some more beds and getting things a bit more tidied up. I got a little bit left to do, but I'm pretty much there for the growing season now. I'm just got lots of stuff already planted and going on, so I'm not rushing ahead. It's a beautiful day, beautiful weather at the moment, but this is the false spring that people talk about. We could end up having snow in April, that's the bottom line. So yeah. So I'm going to take you around the plot, and we're going to start at the front gate and work our way through the both plots. Let's crack on. So this is who come through my front gate, guys. You'll remember that last time these two beds, or these three beds was in here, there was another planter like this here. But I've removed that and put another larger bed here. This is going to be removed, obviously, and that will shed more light on this then, on sunlight, you know. So yeah, that's looking good there. So as you come up my beds, like I said, it's all wood chipped in between the paths. It looks really neat. All my onions, red variety of onions in there. I think it's 50 in total, and they're all coming through. It's quite a nice little spot here actually for the sun. I know it's shaded at the moment, but it's late in the afternoon at the moment now. But when it's summertime, it's full sun here pretty much all day. There's another batch of onions. So I got reds in the one, and I've got my white onions in these, and these are called Centurion. No, Sturon. Sorry, Sturon. That's right. And this was Centurion. This is another variety that they got of white onion. So these are going to be my allium beds pretty much. And I've got garlic in this one as well. So these are basically my onion beds. I have got more onions around the other side, but this is always going to be my onion beds. I'm going to put pigeon manure and things like that in here as the season goes on and the years go on, you know, that type of thing. So daffodils, all looking good. Got that reel. I got a couple of them that I've picked up from a skip. Fantastic. I'm going to make a new project out of them. So we're coming around now to my compost bins. This is something I've made for a friend of mine. So these are my compost bins. A little bit of wood, a bit of rather sawdust and things in that one, but the bins have got to be filled because I got all that stuff outside. This is another reel. Just show you what's going on inside the polytunnel. Not a great deal inside here. There's a bit of mess still. This is all going to be tidied up. Obviously it's my compost. This is going to be removed here, but this side is all ready to plant now. This is my hotbed, and the temperature of the hotbed, it's active. So it's was it 60, actually 30, 40 degrees, or 60, 100 and, oh, I don't know what that is. Anyway, it's active. It's active, it says active on it. So I know that's hot, and it is really warm. So what I'm going to be doing now is putting polythene on there, and then putting my seedlings, beetroots and things like that, which are gone near the polytunnel, which I've planted, will be coming across by a little bit later on today. So all this, like I said, is ready to plant. I've been picking kale. This is my kale. That's lovely this is, to be honest. It's really, really nice. It's coming to the end now a little bit, so I need to take these out and then basically rake this soil down when I clean all this as well, and that's going to make a nice area then to put all my tomatoes and cucumbers, and all my warm loving crops are coming in this polytunnel this year. And obviously I've got everything ready to set up and go there. Right, so just got timber everywhere I have at the moment with all the projects I've been doing. So I'm going to shut that for a second. So these are 3 new beds. Obviously I've got to fill this. This wood has got to be removed. This has got to be filled. These are new beds that I've done. So they have been filled with compost, and obviously they now got to be planted up as and when. I had to basically what I've done, right? I've had to shorten the beds that way, and I've used the pallet collars to do that. I'm going to put wood chip in between the pathways here, if you like, you know, over the top of there. So when I'm standing, I can stand in there onto the wood chip, and that's gonna help. But I couldn't open the door really wide, but I can now. So that's ideal really, because when I got the wheelbarrow, I need to do that, you know, so that's all nice and neat. Like I said, wood chip down inside where the black is, and that'll set that off as well. I got loads of wood chip out there, as you know. So carrot bed, still not planted with them yet. I'm going to be doing them next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend. So it'll be the 3rd Saturday of the month. That's when I'll be planting my carrots. But I have planted carrots in here in rows, just a few carrots in here, just sprinkled them in. A couple of rows of carrots, earlies, these are really early nants. I've got a couple of trays in here. These are going to be planted with carrots as well. This bed is clear now because I got giant watermelon seeds that I'm going to be starting off in another month. And the watermelon's going to go there, and I'm going to basically trail it to go all the way up there and hopefully grow 1 or 2 big watermelons off it. That's the key there. I got some peas in there. I got no supports in there yet until they start coming up, but I'll probably be picking them as shoots. But these peas I planted yesterday. These are obviously you can see they were all in the paper pots. Do you remember the paper pots we planted up? So they're in a tunnel, and just put that structure together ready. On here, this floating shelf, I've got there's spring onions in there, multi-sown. I got lettuce in here, all multi-sown. Onions, more onions in there, just starting to come up through. These are giant onions, these are 6 seeds, Peter Glazebrook seeds that I've got going. All multi-sown. Beetroot are up. What else we got in here? There's leeks, which is no sign of them yet. Just some signs of some pak choi in there. Let's have a little look in here. There we are. And there's my lettuce, and they're all looking good. All come up through. I've got 3 rows as well here of what did I put in there? Sprouts. So these lettuce will be transplanted in, and obviously the sprouts are in. They only were in yesterday, the sprouts did. All my chitin potatoes are all ready and chitin ready. Beautiful little chits on them. There's my Anya. I got a shallot. I got some Sapo Mira. And these are the ones here, ones that they had from a bag that were starting to sprout. So I brought them down. I'm going to try them as well. What else have we got in here? Yeah, I got some stuff coming up by here as well, which is mustard. So some mustard seed, and I also got other bits of lettuce in there at the moment. So this is. Do you remember the parsnip seeds I put in? Well, that's them all. Look, every one of them have actually fired. So there's 28 there, and that basically now in another week will be ready to go straight outside, and it'll sit on the soil, and that'll be job done. Okay, so let's take you down to the other end of the plot, if I can, guys. Hold that. So this is now the main thoroughfare. Obviously daffodils are in there. I had my spare leeks, I just put them on the ends, right at the ends there, because they'll be harvested and they're not going to get in the way of anything. Over here I've got a couple of spare onions. You can see there, I think it's 2 rows of 5 or 6. So this has got to be filled. There's another one that's got to be filled, but obviously all these beds are empty. They're just ready to plant now, to be honest, all these beds. And then obviously around here, I forgot to show you I planted some shallots as well, which are all busting. Put a load of shallots in there. You can see they're all starting to pop through. They're all looking good. Got some lovely pallet collars left there as well, which I will be using, but that's another project which I'll tell you about another time. So this bit by here now is still the last section of the rubbish wood that needs to be burnt, and these sacks are going to be going back to the building supplies. Obviously my compost bins will move across to the other side, and this is obviously with the potash and things. I haven't really done much on this area at all really since I seen you last. So a lot of this is wood and bits of wicker basket. I'm going to keep the basket, but the wood can be burnt. So I am going to have another fire on the weekend. And then obviously all this wood that I got here can be burnt. It'll be nice and clean and tidy then. This bed then will be ready to, obviously it's all ready to plant anyway. So it's all looking good. to the garlic, guys, to show you through here now. Look at this. Oh, my garlic, look how thick they are. Amazing. I'm chuffed. Chuffed to bits with them, I am. Chuffed to bits with them. So this is my little, it's all the work as you put in, you know, now it's all starting to come together. It's like such a satisfying thing. Look at my rose. My rose is budding, coming up lovely, that is. Tulips and other bulbs. I can't remember what they are, to be honest. They've even put a couple of old onion sets in here as well. I got irises, I think they're called, just starting to flower, look. And then these are all beautiful, what they call them? What are they called, Carl? They're called tulips. Come on, tulips. These obviously got to be filled with more soil. It's dried out now, this have. And I'm going to tilt it up a bit more this way so I can put more soil in it. And I got strawberries coming, which are going to be planted in there. And there's my what is it called? It's clematis. Can't remember the variety though. So as we go around, there's these are going to be filled obviously with compost as well. You know, beautiful soil in here, and they'll be filled with strawberries and some lobelia, perhaps some flowers and things. So coming across now, you can see it's all neat and tidy. This is obviously, these two boards have got to be moved as well, or burnt, whatever. Garlic is looking good in there, in the beds. Obviously Becca have been up and done up the other side of this path now, which is great. Obviously this from here is my neighbour's plot, which I am going to start helping him to do that now. Going to start taking his sheets off. I'm going to wood chip some of his paths for him and turn his ground beds over so he can plant some stuff, because he hasn't been well. So I'm going to get on with that this weekend. But it's all looking glorious, I gotta say. I love it, absolutely love it. This is a bit of a thing I've made. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Probably I was going to do like a bit of a herb sort of section in there and put it over by there. So Charlotte, what I'm going to do, Charlotte, put the bench over here now to sit down. So I'm taking these struts out, and then I'm going to make this bed's going to be Charlotte, so she can plant what she wants to in her sunflowers or whatever she wants to do. And that's going to be her little growing space. I think it's encouraging our youngsters to have a little growing space and to get their hands in the soil. I think it's a fantastic thing, to be honest. And yeah, so it's all good. But it's all clean and tidy, and it's all looking quite marvellous. And I'm very, very happy. So this is a new addition as well, isn't it? The polytunnel. So if you remember, I basically had the builder's netting over it, didn't I? Remember? But what I've done now, I've put batten right up there, fixed it to the frame, steel frame, and with fixings, and then put the cover on that I had originally from it, and then put more batten on that to hold it on. So it's all nice and tight and held on. And basically then, look, I've got a polytunnel, but I've got air vents going all the way around the outside where I've cut it. So yeah, so this is the growing space inside here. I put a couple more onions in there, but this is going to be brassicas. I've got to fill these beds as well, but I'm not too concerned about that because I got a load of compost outside. But this is all going to be brassicas in here. I got feed in there for the brassicas, my special mix. But yeah, so I got some giant cabbages on the go, and they're going to be basically being planted across there. I'm going to put 4 in the back, giant cabbages. See if I can grow a big one. And then I put some like Brussels sprouts and things in one. Swede, you know, kale, not kale, sorry. Yeah, I can put some kale in, but I'm going to put some kale in the other polytunnel. What else was I going to put in this one? This one was going to be, so that was the big cabbage. Cauliflower, that's right, cauliflower and purple sprouting broccoli in this one. So, but I might, for the purple sprouting broccoli, I noticed I haven't picked up any seed. So I might even just buy a few plants to put in there, to be honest. That's what I might do with that one. So this is an area that is needing to be done. This is the next section now. So basically what I'm going to be doing is that all those old pallet collars are no good. They're going to be burnt. And then I'm going to wood chip all this area here. and then I'm going to put a couple of beds there, just a couple of raised beds like I've got there, and then put crops in there that are like shaded areas, you know, shaded plants and stuff. So because it's quite shaded here, because the sun comes up over the mountain there and goes down obviously over there, and so this is quite shaded. It does get a little bit of sunshine, but not a great deal. So this section will be hopefully sorted out for some shade loving plants. So yeah, that's the idea with that, but this is going to be all burnt and cleaned up. So there's pretty much it, guys. It's quite happy with the progress that has been made on the site, you know. And it's just nice to sit on the bench by here, have a cup of tea and watch the world go by when it's all ready to grow. Anyway, that's 15 minutes you've had of me, guys. 15 minutes of my time and energy. And yeah, only joking. Just appreciate you watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscription. It's this is a plot tour, but I go well over 300 videos on YouTube at the moment with all manner of different things I grow, vegetables and different ways of I grow these things. So have a little look, and you no doubt will possibly learn something. I'm learning all the time, and I've been doing it for 31 years. So there we are. So catch you in the next one, guys. I'm just going to turn you around and say goodbye. Anyway, thanks for watching. Look after yourselves. Bye for now.